But the bottom line is Ashraf Hakimi does not own anything. Therefore, if his wife files for divorce and they have to split 50-50 because he owns nothing, everything is on his mother's name. So literally that means his wife is richer than him. So his wife should give him the money because she's literally richer than him. He's got nothing to offer. This is a very interesting story. I was just about to spill the water. That would have been disastrous. Ashraf Hakimi, a very interesting story. The young footballer that plays for PSG, the French team. Paris Saint-Germain. Very interesting. He's going through some very interesting moments. We're going to check out what's happening. So literally what's happening is this young man married to a beautiful wife has just received a letter of divorce in a very particular situation. Let's see what. So Ashraf Hakimi ex-wife tries to claim half his fortune, discover nothing in his name. Moroccan footballer Ashraf Hakimi's ex-wife Hiba Abouk failed to acquire half of his fortune as Hakimi reportedly has nothing in his name. According to the report, Abouk asked for half of Hakimi's assets and fortune when filing for divorce. However, she was informed that Hakimi has nothing in his name and that everything he has is in his mother's name. The report added that his mother is even the beneficiary of his salary. Wow. According to a report by Moroccan World News in June, the Paris Saint-Germain player is the sixth highest paid African footballer. Very interesting. Earning more than $215,000 per week. $215,000 a week. That's a lot of money. Hakimi is facing preliminary charges of rape after a 24-year-old woman accused him of rape in February. Police opened an investigation into the matter, even though the alleged victim told them that she only wanted to make a statement of rape without filing an official complaint. She probably had a reason for that, right? Maybe she was scared, you never know. Last month, Abouk, who is the young man's wife, broke her silence for the first time in a rape allegation against Hakimi and said she will always stand by the side of the victims. She also said that she decided to separate from Hakimi before he was indicted for rape, but did not explain the reason behind the separation. So a very interesting story, guys. I think we have to say something about this. I mean, obviously, I've received so many messages from you. You know, usually I don't pay quite attention to this type of situation, but well, I guess I've earned whatever it is from you guys, so I'm going to give you what you want. So this young footballer from Morocco originally was born in Spain. Yeah, his parents were migrants in Spain and he was born in Spain. Same as for his wife, from parents from Libya and Tunisia. Born in Spain, she's an actress, doing really, really good for herself, playing interesting series on TV. So this young footballer who's 24 years old is married to a woman who's 36 years old. So he's senior. Many people say the main reason why she filed for divorce is because her husband was faced with an accusation of rape when he was in France. So a young lady of 24 years old accused him of being raped. Not officially, but she just wanted a statement because she was invited to his house and was apparently raped. Now the husband denies the allegation. They're still waiting for final verdict on this situation. Now his wife, Hiba Abouk, who is an actress, the mother of his two children, has filed for divorce. Is this right or wrong? I've heard many people say that she's wrong. She shouldn't have done that. She should have waited for the verdict first. She should stay by her husband. She should be strong for him. You don't do that and what's not. I find it very interesting and also a little bit selfish though. I mean, we don't know how many times she's accepted, how many times she stayed mute in this type of situation. Is this the first time this happens? This type of situation occurs? Because sometimes when you catch somebody in a situation, when we hear news and stories, it's usually not the very first time. Maybe it has happened many, many times before. We don't know that. So maybe she's accepted a lot of things in her time. She's tolerated a lot of things that are not tolerable. And she just said enough. And now she wants to move on. Many people think that she's doing it for the money. I mean, this guy earns $1 million a month. That's a lot of money. $1 million a month? That's a lot of money. And many people are asking questions. Would she have married him if he wasn't that rich? Like at 36 years old, marrying a 24. What are the odds for a 36-year-old, beautiful, good-looking woman to marry a normal 24-year-old who has nothing besides his age to offer? Very interesting. But then some people may say that nobody marries for nothing really. You gotta have something to offer to be married. But even if you were on the average, let's talk about average people, average normal office people, right? I mean, how many times you see a 36-year-old average marry a 24 years old young man from the office? Not many times, because obviously then many things come to your mind, like he's too young for me, he's not adequate, I don't think he's matured enough, I don't think he can handle me and all that whatnot, right? So can we say that it was for the money? I don't think I can say that. I mean, that's what you guys say. Yeah, so bottom line is we know most people are motivated by something. You like somebody for what they are and also for what they can provide. I mean, as a man, you need to provide something, but we just know that on the spectrum of providing, it depends on how much providing you're looking for. So this lady went wants to file for divorce, expecting to get half of the fortune of her husband, a younger husband, obviously, just to find out that she would not be entitled to half. Actually, she will be entitled to half, but her husband does not have any assets because everything he has is registered on his mother's name. Is it clever? Is it malicious? What do you think of it? Some people think it's very malicious. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that to your wife? I mean, yeah, some of you saying that she was just there for the money. She just wanted the money. Want to get paid, it's easy and stuff. Marry somebody for a little bit, then get the money and go get rich. Obviously, $1 million a month. That's a lot of money. I mean, this boy is worth $80 million. It's a lot of money. I mean, you don't need to work for the rest of your life. And this young woman, obviously, is an actress in Spain, doing good for herself. She's been doing really good. She's a good-looking girl, working hard, doing good for herself. But again, as an actress, how much you earn in Spain? If Will Smith earns $35 million a role on average, how much you as a no-name, I mean, in terms of world-level actress could earn compared to the salary of your husband and the money the asset you could gain? These are the questions you must pose yourself, It's very easy for a lot of people to say that she's just there for the money, but you must remember, fellas, this woman was his wife, okay? He married her. He was not forced to do it. He went and married her because he obviously saw things in her. How many times do you see a young man that's 24 years old deciding for himself to go marry somebody older if he's doing good? Not many times. You've got to see something really, really interesting for you to go and move for somebody really older, unless you're going through some very difficult situation and she's helping you financially, she's pushing you forward, she's in your case, trying to build you up. Maybe that. How often do you see a young man go for an older woman? Unless he's getting something out of it. I mean, look at her. She's a good-looking woman. But then again, let's not forget she's the mother of his children. Okay? 2 kids is not nothing. And I believe we have prenup, right? Before you get married, you sign a paper that says, are you going to live in community or property? Are you going to get married? Everybody keeps his whatever. I'm not sure of the particularities of the things. How legally does it work? How can you just come forward like this? But the bottom line is Ashraf Hakimi does not own anything. Therefore, if his wife files for divorce and they have to split 50-50 because he owns nothing, everything is on his mother's name. So literally that means his wife is richer than him. So his wife should give him the money because she's literally richer than him. He's got nothing. So very interesting, Isn't that malicious? So my view in this is this. I can understand why many people would think that she's just for the money. I completely understand that. Maybe she is, we don't know. But on the other side, if you marry somebody, okay, you have a good life, and I assume they have a good life. If you have 2 children together, wouldn't it be normal for you, just make sense that you look after her? Why wouldn't you look after her? Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you just make sure? I mean, I'm sure I would do that. I mean, I would do that. Why wouldn't I look after you if you've participated in my growth? Because we can all say that certainly she's played a big role in him growing, right? If she's been in his life for so many years, certainly she's been an element that's very important in his growth. Why wouldn't he just give him some of the money? Why be this selfish? I mean, you got so much money already. I mean, this is your wife or your ex-wife, the mother of your kids. Why would you let her suffer? Like, if she suffers, your kids suffer too. I mean, I'm just saying that's another thing. Of course, that's coming from him wanting to do it. I can understand that. But if she was being malicious, trying to get money out of him because she thought she was too clever, then I also understand his side, trying to protect himself. I just hope that this young man would have some compassion in his heart, some consideration for the mother of his children, and just make sure she doesn't suffer. I'm glad that you protect your money, your assets, or whatever it is, if that's what you came together as a conclusion, as an agreement, as a couple. But in the same time, same token, I think empathy is a good thing. We shouldn't even be talking about empathy when you talk about your children and the mother of your kids. She should be looking after the kids, certainly. I'm not sure it's gonna work, but for the drama, the pain she's been through for your kid, why don't you just give her something? I mean, I don't know. I know men are different, but yeah, God bless.